All right, to wrap up this week with the material before I get into the assignment and a little bit more details about what we're going to do in class, I want to talk about the additional resources that I've posted. As I indicated before, this week we're going to be testing more complex models. It's the same logic that I used before, is that if you can do more complicated models, it's easier for you to do and understand the simpler models. So we work together on the hard stuff, and that way you come to a realization of that you actually do have mastery over the easy stuff. So we finished the more complex models and the description of them, how I created data, and now I've provided you with additional resources. The additional resources include a link to Dave McKinnon's article on mediation. It's an excellent resource. For SPSS users, there's Andrew Hayes' code, plus the University of Texas, as well as UCLA, has lots of resources for SPSS users on testing mediation. Finally, there's a whole host of mediation resources for R users, as well as my Sobel Simple R code. That if you just click on this, it will come up and it will display exactly what the code is, and you can download it directly from this website. So these are the additional resources. I want you to look them over ahead of time. Make sure that you have them available for class time, because we will be using all of these. For our users, you want to make sure that you have the packages that are relevant for testing mediation, both mediation and moderation and complex models. My Sobel Simple code only tests mediation. Andrew Hayes' code allows you to test both mediation and moderation in the combination of the two. And Dave McKinnon's article probably gives you greater access to some of the terms that we're going to be discussing. So those are the additional resources. Avail yourself of them. And then finally, we have optional readings. So avail yourself of these. These are required. We have optional readings, and there are 4 of them. And what I recommend that you look at is, for those of you who are interested in using SPSS, this is Chris Preacher's article. It's a great resource for understanding testing of these models in SPSS or elsewhere. Chris Preacher is a very clear writer and walks you through the logic of why he's suggesting these things. Finally, we have other resources that pertain to novel approaches for testing mediation. It appears as if my mouse has died. I need to grab another one. Okay, I might be back in business. I indeed am. So there are novel approaches for testing mediation, and you'll see here that this is Andrew Hayes' article. Provides you a little bit more detail about the newer approaches and newer tests of mediation. Finally, mediation and moderation details. This is, I believe, this is a Helena Kramer article. This is an optional reading, and then this is the original Barron and Kenny article, which, by the way, I think everybody should read. So these are optional readings. Use them as you see fit, but I highly recommend that you take a look at them even before class. All right, so this is the next to last video. The last video that I'm going to present is the week 6 in-class assignment. I'm going to just provide as many details as possible. Please be sure to watch that video carefully. Take notes about what we're going to do, because we're going to spend the first 30 minutes of class doing the question and answer session, and then afterwards I'm going to have you start rolling. Okay, so stay tuned for that.